Hey guys, it's Mac here from the Nintendo box, and today is the top 5 reasons why you should own a Wii U. At number 5 is the Virtual Console, because it's just a great concept. It allows you to take old games that you used to maybe love, or you want to try an old retro game, and you can try it. As long as they've got it in their library, which is fairly extensive now, you can get it, and Nintendo were just doing it absolutely right on the Wii U, and it's a feature that I use a lot. As well as this, when you add in the factor that every game has controller customization and that there's also the possibility of interplay between your 3DS and your Wii U, it's just a great feature. At number 4 is the Miiverse. It's a great feature that caught my eye as soon as I bought a Wii U. This feature is effectively just Nintendo's own social network, because unlike Sony and Microsoft, who wanted to integrate pre-existing social networks onto their systems, Nintendo just went and did their own thing, as they usually do, and they made their own. And Miiverse is a great quality social network where you'll find people who are like-minded. They all love games, so it's just a great community to go on and have a look, have a talk, ask for help if you need one on a game, give your opinions on games. It's a great way to find out which games are good and which games not so good. And also there's some great artwork on the Miiverse. There's some absolutely stunning artwork of Nintendo characters, non-Nintendo characters, anything. You just find artwork of any kind. And another great thing about it is that it's all moderated, which is good because it means that there's a lack of penis drawings, which is, always good. Number 3 is the vast amount of downloadable content that you can find on the Wii U, such as eShop titles from your favourite Nintendo franchises, bringing out smaller games such as Dr. Luigi, the spin-off of the old Dr. Mario game, NES Remix, which offers a nice new twist on some old NES classics, and indie titles such as Shovel Knight, which has recently released and got some rave reviews. I believe this to be a very important feature in the Wii U, and it adds a lot of titles to the catalogue and proves wrong some people's theory that the Wii U has next to no titles, because it's actually untrue, and this is just part of what Nintendo are trying to do, and they're actually offering a very good amount of quality indie titles that are handpicked by Nintendo, and it's not oversaturated in the market, so it's just a nice selection of the best ones that they can find. And it's a very good feature. It's something that I personally use a lot, and I spend my money, I waste my money away so much on this. And there's just so many of these titles on my Wii U, so if you were thinking about buying a Wii U, this is certainly a reason to consider it seriously. Number 2 is the gamepad, and the gamepad's been something that's been under a lot of discussion as of late, because people have been saying Nintendo should drop it and have it become more of a normal kind of console with a normal controller, a bit more like the Wii U Pro controller, and make that more so the main controller. But I couldn't agree with this any less, because if you drop the Wii U gamepad, then that just makes it into a generic console, and it makes it into a slightly underpowered console, because if we're being honest, the Wii U isn't quite as powerful as the PS4 or Xbox One. But the gamepad is what makes the difference, and the gamepad makes it a very unique experience. It offers some great gameplay that you wouldn't be able to possibly find on the Xbox One, and the PS4 just doesn't offer the same kind of integration with the PS Vita that the gamepad does with the Wii U. So I believe that it's just this great feature that Nintendo are learning more and more now how to utilise it better, and many of their games on their system heavily rely on the gamepad as just something to give it that extra little bit of edge, and it's just an experience that you need to play with to understand. So it's a great reason to go out and buy a Wii U, and I just can't recommend it highly enough. It's a great experience for gaming when you want to do off-TV play or use some of the special features, and it also gives a great game mechanic where one person can use the gamepad as a screen, and 4 players can play split screen on the TV, which gives the opportunity for a new player, which is absolutely brilliant. And on top of that, for non-gaming reasons, it is brilliant, as it just allows you to go on the internet easily. The touchscreen is so perfect on it, and it gives you so many features that you would not otherwise have. So it's not going to be dropped anytime soon, and I am so thankful, because it's a great feature, and it's what makes the Wii U special. And the main reason that I think you should go out now and buy a Wii U is because of the vast amount of IPs that Nintendo own and use to their full advantage, because they create innovative brand new games and they're amazing. And I'm not going to bash on Xbox One or PS4 because I think they're going to be amazing systems. I hope to own one of those as well. I'm not solely like a Nintendo fanboy, but I do think at the moment that the Wii U actually has the best lineup, because I can think of some great games that are already out, like Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Mario Kart 8, and many others such as Pikmin 3, that's a great game, Wonderful 101, that's a great game, and there are many more coming out very soon, like Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors, there's the new Super Smash Brothers, how can you forget about that, that's going to be brilliant. And at the moment, Xbox One and PS4 just don't quite have the software to compete with it. So if you want a game system that'll give you an instant feeling of joy with some great games currently out, then the Wii U's that. Now I'm not going to lie, the Wii U is definitely underpowered compared to the PS4, but that doesn't mean that it's bad graphically, because I think its graphics are actually quite comparable to the Xbox One. Now, yes, the Xbox One is far better in terms of RAM, but actually the Wii U can pump out some great looking games, and they look amazing, and if they have a distinctive art style like Nintendo games usually do have, then they just look stunning, and it's in 1080p HD, and if you're into graphics, then the Wii U is not a bad console at all. Contrary to what people believe, it is actually a console that can create some lovely looking games, which is shown by the E3 trailer for the new Zelda game on the Wii U. I mean, they just look beautiful, and I think that this game console has a bright future, and I think getting on board now is great because there's already some quality games out and there's far more to come yet. And to say it's the cheapest console on the market out of the big three, it's definitely worth a purchase. Right guys, that's all we've got for this video. I hope you really enjoyed it and hope it was informative enough.